Good afternoon from Japan, everyone. This is Wansa from Kyoto University, and I'm going to present an educational program on agroecology for young teenagers as our idea. In Japan, due to the lack of green spaces, urban teenagers have little chances to have experiences with the natural environment, especially on how food is produced. Thus, it is difficult to foster their awareness and behavior on environment and eating habits. Moreover, with the past COVID-19 pandemic, online classes have become prevalent, which decreased socialization skills of children and causing problems as returning to the normal lifestyle. Meanwhile, in the rural area, thanks to aging society and the population, it declines with less children, which takes their chances to socialize with each other away and becomes less economically viable. So to deal with these issues, we have established an extracurricular education program on agroecology as a solution targeting young teenagers from age 10 to 12. So we have gained some insights from a moonshell project in El Salvador and an educational program for high school students in Kitakata City, Japan, which showed that such kind of educational program has positive impact to personal characteristics of the teenagers. So as our demonstration site, we have selected the suburban Kyoto area, which is just 17 kilometers from downtown Kyoto. And as I have mentioned before, target users will be young teenagers in both areas. Like any other rural areas of Japan, Kyoto is also suffering from depopulation and related negative impacts, such as increasing area of abandoned croplands. I believe we are the most suitable team to demonstrate this program here, thanks to our deep interest and experiences in this area and our academic backgrounds. Regarding the contents, we initially supposed introductory classes on nutrition, agroecology, eating habits, and rural sustainability are necessary for basic knowledge before starting the main program of experiencing agricultural activities. After these classes, the main program will cover everything from seeds to harvest following the seasonal cycle at unmanaged fields under constant cooperation and communication with local farmers and teenagers. To promote this linkage, we have designed a mentor-mentee scheme among teenagers from both areas by advising newcomers after their graduation from the program. Moreover, we'd like to let kids have trials on sales of their yields to improve their communicational skills and also, So about the business model, participation fee will be our primary financial source. However, it will be kept low to attract users. Revenues from such sales activity and surplus vegetables can be our potential additional profits, which can sustain our program. However, we have supposed that we need an initial investment since the revenue from the first year, for example, from the sales or maybe from the participation fee, is mainly generated in autumn, but the program will begin from the spring. In consequence, we hope that we can enhance not only socialization skills of children, of participants, but also environmental awareness and eco-friendly behaviors can be fostered from those such experiences. Meanwhile, we believe parents can also learn as well as their children from the experience. And finally, we look forward to locals will be able to get opportunities to communicate with the younger generation while providing knowledge, which also positively affects them. Moreover, through mentor-mentee scheme among teenagers from both areas, you can also build a friendly partnership between them. So with this program, finance and human resources can flow into rural areas, while urban areas can enjoy a wide range of ecosystem services. As a result, we expect it is able to revitalize rural area and accomplish some of the sustainable development goals with establishing a sustainable social structure through our project. So thank you for listening, and please ask any questions.
Thank you very much, Team Kyoto. So judges, please raise your hand, and if you have any questions. Okay, Ms. Claessens, I see you have any question. Please go ahead, and then Professor Chen can go on after you.
Thank you so much. I actually want to ask about your budget. I didn't see the exact amounts that you're looking for. How are you going to start? How much do you need? Maybe just in terms of budget, some clarification.
About the detailed version of budget. Okay. So, like we have a plan, but we don't have any idea of how many participants will be joined when we advertise our programs for the urban children and the rural children. So I guess that may depend on the number of the participants, as we need the exact number of some equipments, like, I don't know in English, but little shovel for gardening. So, but with, I guess, yeah, from my experience, it would be less than $1,000 if the participant number is lower than 20.
Yes, because maybe almost we need some way to deliver the children from the urban city to Keihoku city, and in realistic, maybe we can rent the microbus, the in the microbus, on about 20 people can ride this. So maybe by $1,000, we can take maybe 15 or 16 children to Keho, I think.
Okay, thank you very much. I think Professor Zhang also has a question. Please go ahead.
Okay, thank you. Thanks for your interesting sharing. I think we face a similar situation in China. So my question is, do you have a sample? I mean, if you, it's like curriculum, or which kind of a teaching style, what kind of content you can share? I mean, so can you give me some idea or a sample? Thank you.
So you mean
Curriculum.
how we are gonna, pardon?
Curriculum. It's like what can you teach? You know, it's an education program. So
yes, it's okay. So as I explained on page 6, sorry for the lack of text here. So it's mainly about the agricultural experience. But before we begin, we'd like to introduce how, like, as the target is a young teenager, so we assume that they have no deep knowledge on, like, the total mechanism of soil-plant interaction. So we are going to introduce them a little introductory classes on how how soil behave with plants in simple ways, and also not only limited within the agroecology area, but also we'd like to offer some short classes on the rural the current situation of Japanese rural areas, and related to the agriculture, of course, eating habits and food loss and food waste problem. That's what we have in our mind to introduce before the agricultural experience.
Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Team Kyoto. So if there's no more questions from judges,